In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make your design pop using Snapseed. So here's the Snapseed application. So now you notice that anytime you design on Pixel Lab, the designs are usually dull and it's not really attractive or catchy enough, unlike other social media flyers you see out there. So with the help of Snapseed, you'll be able to make your design look more beautiful and catchy. So once you open the Snapseed application, you come to this plus sign. So once you click on the plus sign, you'll be directed to where you can select whatever picture that you want to use. So I'll be selecting one of the designs I have done on Pixel Lab. So let's make use of this. Alright, so there are a lot of features that are available on Snapseed that you can use. We have the likes of portrait, smooth, pop, accentuate, you have faded glow, morning, bright. You can just test through all of them, so you can just check them out. But then the one I use most time is pop. So these are just auto-generated edits. However, for this pop, I feel like there is still more that can be done on it. Once I noticed that the pop feature is not really representing what I want the design to look like, so what I do is basically come to tools. So once you click on tools, you have a lot of tools that you can use on the flyer design to make it more beautiful. So now for this, if I am to edit this particular flyer, how will I go about it? So let me show you in this video. So I will head over to tools and then click on details. I'm going to increase the sharpening, the structure at first, and then increase the sharpening. So there's no specific edit to any design, it just depends on how you perceive or how you see that design to be. So now if you reduce the structure, you can see what happens. So when you increase it too much, you can see this is in excess, so you can just move it around to suit your taste. So let's say I agree to this now. So the next thing I'll come to do is I'll come to curve. So if I select red, let's see what happens. So we can move the curve downward. You can see this is not professional at all, and if you move it upward, at least this one makes sense, because initially, the driver is driving the car around evening period. So now this one at least represents it a bit. Let's go back to the curve again. We decide to add green. Let's see what happens. You can see no. Now if you add a little bit of green, it's still very much okay. At least it makes sense. So we can still add the green. Can you see what I'm doing here? Then let's come to curve. Then we can come to curve again, and let's see if the luminance has any effect. So now the luminance just makes it more brighter. Can you see now? So I will not add too much of it, I'll just reduce it a bit and select something like this to make it more catchy and attractive. Now you can see the comparison. This was the uploaded one, the initial one I designed from Pixel Lab, and you can see the edited one. So we can just come over to details again, and let's see if we can increase it a bit. Okay, so we have increased the structure a bit, and then we can still head over to selective. So what is selective does is that instead of you making edit to the whole design, you can easily select. So once you click on any area, you can easily select where you want to make edits to. So now first thing, I can decide to increase the contrast. So now once you use your two finger on the screen, you can easily adjust or reduce the center of where the effect should take place. So now I can decide to increase the contrast of this, and I can reduce the contrast. So depending on your taste, you can see. So for me, I would have preferred to just increase the contrast a bit, and then let's see if saturation will work. No, so the saturation will work, so I'll return it back to 0, and then let's see structure. Okay, structure can still work a bit there. Let's see brightness, so we can just add a little bit of brightness. So now you can decide to copy the exact thing you did here. So once you hold down to it, you see a copy. You can see cut, copy, delete, and then let's say I copy it now. So I can select another area, let's say behind this car. So I just clicked on it now, so I can see the option to paste. So I'm going to click on paste now. So once you notice that probably in that area the edit is too much, so what you can do is that you can reduce. Let's say we can increase the brightness here. Let's see if we increase the contrast. Okay, it's still doing well. So the structure, let's see if we increase it, if we reduce it, let's increase it a bit. Okay, so this is good. So once you are done and then you love the way the editing has been done, you can click on the check mark so that the effects can be done. So you can also come to tools. You see this toon image here, so you can increase the brightness of the design or reduce the brightness depending on your choice. So let's say I want to increase the brightness a little bit, and then contrast. So now this effect now is taking place on the old design, unlike the selective where you can select where the effect should take place. So I can reduce the contrast and I can increase the contrast. So depending on your taste, you can also increase the ambience or you can reduce the ambience. So also you can decide to increase the highlight or reduce it. So you can increase the shadow or reduce or whatever suits you. So now let me select the check mark. Now look at the difference. Look at how clear the difference is. This was the initial design from Pixel Lab and this is the edited one. So once you are done, you can come down to export. So there are a lot of options you can use. So for me, I make use of the export. You can also use the export as. So once you click on export as, it's going to tell you to rename your project. So I can just write it as car brand, and then I can save the design. So it will take a while to save the design since we made use of a good number of edits on the design. So you can see one of it. So yeah, let's view it. So our design has been saved. So that is if you make use of the export as option, so you can rename your design. But then once you click on export, you will not be given a chance to rename your design, so it will just export it for you. Alright, so the photo is also saved, and once you click on the export, you can see save also and share. But the one I majorly use is just the export, so you'll be able to save your design, and that is all.